there, my name is Kelly Dale with Off the Beaded Path, and this is your Must Know Monday for Monday, January 25th, 2021. Today, I have a brand new pattern for you, and the best part is it's completely free. So if you'll remember, about last year or 2 years ago, I came out with a really cute pair of earrings called the double heart earrings. People love those earrings. We'll actually link it here below in the description so you can go and click on that if you want to see that video. But they were super cute. People enjoyed them, and I thought, we need a pendant to go with that. Or if you're like me, I need some bigger earrings. I don't like something that small. So I did the heart trio earrings. Okay, so it's got 3 different size hearts, and it's made with brick stitch, doing an increasing and decreasing brick stitch. Now, I promise I'm not going to bore you with increasing and decreasing brick stitch, because I just did that about 2 weeks ago when I taught you how to make the Argyle earrings for National Argyle Day. So again, we'll link it right here below so that you can go back to that video if you don't know how to do brick stitch. What I wanted to show you today was we have this really big increase here. We work all these increases, and then we start to work decreases. Well, the decreases are kind of deep decreases. So I wanted to go over how to actually do those deep decreases, and then what to do once you get to the top to make it into either a pendant or a pair of earrings. So this pattern is actually for sale, not for sale, it's completely for free for you guys at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. If you go under step-by-step tutorials, there is a whole category for free, so you can find it there. We also, under the holiday category, have a Valentine's Day category that this will be in also. So this first page is all about what you need for the project. So to make one heart, you are going to need 124 white size 11 Delica beads. Now that can be number 200, 201, 202, or 351. Any white will work. You'll also need about 323 size 11 red Delica beads. Now for this specific pattern, I've used 791. So it's completely up to you and what you possibly have in your stash. Now that makes one of these. So if you want to make them into earrings, you're going to need double that amount. You're also going to need a few size 15 seed beads. They're going to go up here to make that into your pendant or to put your ear hooks on for your pair of earrings. In addition to the pattern and the beads, you're going to need a size 12 beading needle and 3 yards of your favorite beading thread. Now that will do 1 set of hearts if you do the 3 yards. Okay, so that's your first page. The second page of your pattern is your bead chart. Now I like to start at the bottom of my chart and work my way up, but it's completely up to you how you start. A lot of people like to start at the widest part and then work their way up or down. So that's up to you. The third page of your pattern is going to be your word chart. Your word chart actually starts at the very top of your heart trios, okay? So like I suggest here, I would start at the bottom of my word chart and work my way up. So let's go ahead and get our materials together and we'll get started. So this is what your finished pendant is going to look like. And you can see here, I already have it up to the point where we're going to do that short little decrease here. And I wanted to show you, because I know people always ask, the finished length of this is right at 2 2¼ inches, if I put it right here. Okay, so that's about how long the finished piece is. So like I was saying, you can see here that I've got it up to this point. And I have my pattern here, and you can see where I've marked off all my rows that I've been doing. And then if you look here, and I'll actually flip to a blank pattern, this row here is the row that I just completed. Okay, it's the row we just completed. And you see here, this pops in 2 beads, and then you have a bead here. And this bead sits on top of these 2 beads, almost like a little triangle. So you have a couple of options when you get ready to do this decrease on the pattern. So the first option you have, once you come to the end of your row, you are going to be coming out of this first bead here. So one option is to take and come down through the second bead, up through the third bead, and then you can work an increase row. Okay, to work the increase, you would just pick up your first two beads, and I would go under that very first thread right there next to where my thread is coming out. So when I do that and I pull this through, got too much of a twist in my thread here. There we go. When I pull it through, now I can go up through this bead, and you'll see that that little bead sits perfectly exactly where it needs to be. All right. Another option you can do is to do a decrease row, and I'll show you how to do that. So if I wanted to work a decrease row instead of an increase row, I could come down through the second bead just like I did a minute ago. But then I need to actually be coming out of this bead. So I would need to come down through a bead right below where my thread is coming out. And then if you look here, I can go up through the bead right next to it and then the bead right above it. It makes almost like a little triangle when you do it that way. So when I pull this through now, I'm coming out of the second bead here. So this is where I can pick up my two beads and I can work a decrease. So remember, to work our decrease, we skip the first thread and go under the second thread. You go up through the red, down through the white, and then up through that red again, and that straightens those beads out. And you can see once you do that, it puts your bead right there above those two beads again. So it does not matter when you do this kind of decrease, this deeper increase here where it pulls in a little bit. It doesn't matter if you come out of this bead or this bead. Remember, if we come out of this bead, we need to do a decrease. If we come out of this bead, we need to do that increase. No matter which version you choose, whether you increase or decrease, when you get to the end of the row, you will be able to complete your next heart here. So we would be right here. Now you'll notice we'll work those increases till we get to here, and then you would decrease again. And if you'll see here, you have that wide decrease again. So if I zoom out a little bit here on the pattern, you can see, so we just did this decrease here. So when you work your rows and you get up to here, you're going to have that deep decrease again. So that is how we would work those two decreases. Now, once we get that decrease done and we get the whole thing finished, then we're ready to add a little loop at the top. So this little loop can either be for your ear wire or to hang a jump ring around to put on a necklace or whatever you want to do. So to do that, I'm coming out of the corner bead here at the top of one of my pieces. It doesn't matter if I do this side or this side. This is where you're going to be using those size 15 seed beads. On this one, I think I picked up 6. Yes, this little loop has 6 beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've got 6 15s. My thread is coming out here, and all I'm going to do is come across to this side, and I'm going to go down through that bead so that when I pull it, now I have my little loop. Now I need to go back and reinforce that again. So to do that, I'm going to come down through the bead, kind of right below where my thread's coming out. Okay. Then when I come back up, I can go through this bead and this bead. so that then I'm automatically already at the top, exactly where I need to be to make my loop right here. So I'm just going to continue around so that now I have that loop. So if I wanted to go ahead and reinforce this again, so I'm coming out of the white bead, I'm going to come down through the red bead right below where my thread is exiting, and then through these two white beads right here. So this one, and then I will continue on through my 15s here. And then you really don't have to worry about tying off your thread because you've been through these beads so many times, it's not going to come apart. So you can basically just take, and you can see I've used 1G for this, so it's starting to really give way here. I'm just going to simply stitch through beads to kind of get rid of this thread. And once I get to where I'm at, and I'm happy with this, then I can take and I can trim this thread off. So all I would do is take my little nippers and cut it off. So then that way I would have either my pendant or earrings, whatever you would like. So you can see they're beautiful and it's such a fun piece. If you wanted to, you could always leave this off and you could put a pin back on here, and this would make a beautiful pin as well. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this new trio heart pendant, earrings, pin, whatever you want it made into. Remember, you can get the pattern for free on my website at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. Simply go to step-by-step tutorials and click on the free section. Now it is free, but you still have to check out to get the download for it, okay? I also have kits available that you can get in this color scheme, and the kits come with everything you need to make either 2 pendants or a pair of earrings. It also comes with your needle, your thread, your ear wires, or jump rings, whichever you want to make it into. It also comes with a printed pattern of the project. And again, you can find that on my website at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. Guys, come back next week because I'm going to be showing you a brand new carrier bead design for Valentine's Day. So you guys have a lovely rest of your day and we will see you later. Bye!